It's been 1 week since you looked at me, cocked your hand to the side and said I'm angry. 5 days since you laughed at me, saying get back together, come back and see me. 3 days since the living room, I realized it's all my fault but couldn't tell you. Yesterday you'd forgiven me, but it'll still be 2 days till I say I'm sorry.
Hold it now, I want to hoodwink. Does it make you stop think? You'll think you're looking at Aquaman. I summon fish to the dish, although I like the chalet Swiss, I like the sushi cause it's never touch a frying pan. Hot like wasabi when I bust rhymes, speak like Leanne rhymes, because I'm all about value. Bert Camper's got the mad hits, you try to match wits, you try to hold me but I bust through. Gonna make a break and take a bake, I like a stinking naked shake, I like vanilla, it's the finest of the flavors. Gonna see the show cause then you'll know the vertigo is gonna go cause it's so dangerous, you'll have to sign a waiver. Can't I help it if I think you're funny when you're mad, trying hard not to smile though I feel bad. I'm the kind of guy who laughs at a funeral.
And welcome to Bobby Likis Car Clinic. Glad to have you in the room. This is Bobby Likis Car Clinic, and it is a gorgeous day. Well, how do I know? Because I'm in an enclosed booth, in a broadcast booth. But it's going to be a fun event. I'm sort of open today on conversation, and I have so many directions that I'd like to go in that I wouldn't have time to go in all the directions. But one of the things that we're going to touch base on is water, gas, hydrogen power. We're going to talk about, and there are some websites that you can go to, like pluginamerica.com, that will give you an idea of what these vehicles cost to build. And I'll also provide for you and answer your car questions. And you need to hold your palm up as you are aware of what we do here in the room here on Paltalk.com. It's a program that's primarily, well, I would say that our program is primarily around how you can keep your car in your garage and not have to pay the repair garage. Unfortunately, or fortunately, it depends on whether you are in that business or not. Unfortunately, the cost to repair an automobile continues to rise, almost equal to, well, it hasn't caught up yet. The movement hasn't caught up. Let's put it that way. And I'll get into that in just a minute. The movement. That means what it costs to repair in your local service shop, because the local service shops that are still in business really don't know it, but they're out of business. So as we evolve into this next generation of automobiles with hydrogen power, with battery power, and with alternative fuels, then the education is just not available. We have the systems in place that offer, for instance, millions of dollars of scholarship funds are available, but only hundreds of people are asking or filing or claiming or applying is the better word, thank you, applying for the millions of dollars. So if I were an evangelistic type of individual, which I guess you might say that I am with respect to automobiles and those sorts of things, and automobile service and renewable energy, because I certainly do get on a soapbox and tend to preach from time to time. But I will tell you, we got more money to teach people to fix cars, and we don't have anybody that's applying because their mom and dad don't want them to be a mechanic. They want them to be a doctor or a lawyer or some like thereof. So our industry, those of you who may be, and I see a palm is up, and so we'll take that call, Bill, if you'll prepare me and the caller as well. We'll take that first palm there, but I will share this before. People want to be doctors and lawyers, and people want to be in the technical industry and in the film industry and nurses, and that's all great. There are too darn few people who want to get into the automotive service industry. That could be very lucrative, and you can get a job anywhere in the world. If you can work on an automobile, if you're mechanically inclined and you apply yourself and understand the basics and study the new technology, then your future is literally unlimited. However, you won't find too much support from home. or family or friends that would advise you, well, no, don't get into that business because you'll just be working on under the hood all your life and those sorts of things. And so the independence of being able to go anywhere in the world and perform and get a job is unbelievable. And to that end, if there's anyone out there who is ASE certified, and the ASE is the certification arm of the aftermarket service industry. If you're ASE certified and you consider yourself to be what I would say a lead tech, did he go away, Bill? Well, that's his loss. A lead tech, palm up, and I'll put you on the air. And I can't pronounce that. I wouldn't even try. So, Sithari, if you're ready, put your palm up. We'll put you on the air. But here's the bottom line. People just are not getting into the industry, and as a result, the industry continues to have 60,000+ openings, and I have an opening today, right now. And I can give you can get our email and go to our website, or PM or IM Cynthia, and she will contact me and after the program. And if you qualify and you would like to live in sunny Pensacola, Florida, which is where we're based, then I would hire you. If you qualify for the position, I would hire you, because we have more broken cars and more owners with cars that need work than we have people to work on those cars. Although that's not always the case, because people tend to run a car. And let me ask you if you're guilty of this. Do you run your automobile? Do you drive your automobile? I'm not talking about the 3,000-mile fast in, fast out, $20 oil change. That is a myth. That is the security blanket that comes wrapped in a $20 oil change ought to be worth $50,000 in the belief of car owners, people like yourself, who think that a $20 oil change is all that the maintenance that's necessary for an automobile. And I will share this with you. It cost the service provider more than $20 to change oil and filter. So how is it possible that they can do that? They can't. And that's where the one word comes in. It's called upsell. And that's why when you go in for a $20 oil change, you come out with a $65 bill. And you say, well, no, wait a minute, Bobby. I needed the windshield wipers. I needed the new air filter. Mine was $100 because I needed a passenger's cabin air filter. Agreed. However, the business model that gets you in the door is broken, and it's inappropriate.